Hello everyone, Sam here with Free State Flow Solutions, and in this video we're going to be answering the question of, what is a valve? Simply put, a valve is anything that controls the flow of a process media, a liquid, or a gas. This can be accomplished in many ways. Some valves are used to simply allow or disallow flow. These valves are called on-off valves or valves for isolating flow. Some valves, on the other hand, are used to control or modulate the flow of a given media. These valves are known as modulating valves or flow control valves, or in many cases simply control valves. If you're unfamiliar with the term modulate, it means to vary or regulate a flow to a process-specific range. In this case, that would be the media flowing through the piping and the valve itself. Beyond what type of service you need your valve to perform, you'll be choosing from a variety of valve designs, basically quarter turn, multi-turn, and other styles. We will be doing a video on each of these specifically in the near future, but for the sake of a brief overview, quarter turn valves are valves that require just that, simply 1/4 of a turn, to operate it from open to closed. Multi-turn valves are valves that require just that, multiple turns of a hand wheel or similar item in order to fully operate the valve from open to close. There are other styles of valves that do not require outside intervention in order to operate, whether by hand or by actuator. Check valves being one type, open when there is flow, and then close when there is a drop in flow or pressure. This is in order to prevent backflow. So as water comes in here, it opens up the check valve, as you can see, and then as the pressure drops off, the check valve closes, and it does not allow for water or whatever fluid you might be using to come back this way. Pop-off valves, or safety valves, stay closed until a certain pressure is reached, and then they open to allow pressure to escape outside of the line. These valves are installed to prevent overpressure of a system. The final thing one needs to know about valves is that they all have to have an action of some kind in order to achieve a process requirement, whether that be open or closed or somewhere in between. And when it comes to operation, there are of course a few ways to do that. The first method of operation is manually. One just simply turns a lever or hand wheel, and then of course in some cases the valve doesn't have either one, and so you end up using a wrench or some similar item. The second method of operation is with a motor or actuator. These normally incorporate pneumatic, electric, or hydraulic power to provide enough torque to operate the valve. The third method is to do nothing, as the third type of valve requires no action and it can operate on its own. Having said that, many of them have some form of manual adjustment so that you can decide when it is they're going to operate and how they're going to operate. This is Sam with Free State Flow Solutions, and I want to thank you for watching our Introduction to Valves video. I hope you learned something, and I encourage you to check out some of our other videos. Better yet, if you're in our territory and you're interested in working with us, reach out for a quote or an expert consultation. Until next time, have a good one.